Hey guys, how are you? I'm fine. Today I'm going to speak about child labor, which is a menace across the world. Actually, this had been a part of my school project and it had got a good views from my class. So I thought to put this in my new video. Even talking about videos, I've been noticing that I've been getting less subscribers and likes, but I've been getting a lot of views. So I wish for you to watch and subscribe to my channel, Transform Your Vision. Let us begin. Child labor refers to the exploitation of children through any form of work that deprives children of their childhood and interferes with their ability to attend regular schools and is mentally, physically, socially, and morally harmful. Child labor is a universal concern. According to the latest official sources of International Labour Organization, the number of children in child labor has risen to 160 million worldwide, and there has been a substantial increase of 8.4 million children in the past 4 years alone, with 9 million additional children at risk due to the impact of COVID 19. The largest number of child labor is in the agriculture section as reported by ILO. 1 in 10 of all children worldwide are involved in child labor activities. Our country, India, alone is home to 33 million child laborers under the age of 14 years. The rural India has the highest number of child labor, which accounts to 80% of the total burden in India. The main states in India with high incidence of child labor are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. These five states alone contributes to 70% of child laborer workforce in India. According to 2011 census, Uttar Pradesh has the highest number of child laborers in our country. These child laborers are involved in work like begging, dishwashing, car washing, shoe polishing, domestic work, etc. The child labor in India also exploited in agriculture, commercial, sexual exploitation, mining, quarrying, trafficking, and migratory works. Despite, despite an economic boom in India, the country faces a significant poverty issue with more than a third of India's population living under the poverty line. Due to poor living conditions, low level of income, lack of job diversity, lack of education, the impoverished families put their children to work. Often, these children are sold by their parents to child traffickers to lessen the economic burden and to gain extra money. The consequences of child labor are staggering. Child labor can result, that is, extreme bodily and mental harm and even death. It can lead to slavery and sexual or economic exploitation, and in nearly every case, it cuts children off from schooling and healthcare, restricting their fundamental rights and threatening their future. To curb the menace of child labor, India and across the world, initiatives have been undertaken to prevent and manage risks that can lead to child labor. The Indian Constitution prohibits children below the age of 14 years to be to be employed in a factory or mine or any other hazardous employment. It further ensures that children are not forced to do work unsuited to their age and are given opportunities and facilities to develop. The Indian government and legislation has applied several laws in the past few decades to combat child labor. The government has set up committees and institutions to investigate and rehabilitate the children who are victims of the child labor. Further to this, time to time, the government also reviews the existing legislation and suggests the measures for welfare of the children. Around the world, several agencies and NGOs are working tirelessly to prevent and respond to child labor, especially by strengthening the social service workforce who plays a key role in recognizing, preventing, and managing risks that can lead to child labor. Various countries, including India, has partnered with United Nations, European Union, International Labour Organization to prevent violence, exploitation, and abuse against children. International, the internationally 12 June is observed as World Day Against Child Labour. Practice of child labor in India still continues to persist with more than 80 lakh children between the age of 5 to 14 years toiling in field, factories, shops, and elsewhere. Thankfully, a combination of successful government policies and stringent civil society and initiatives by certain NGOs and social workers, child labor has stopped for the first time in 20 years. We all must try and spread awareness about importance of child rights. This awareness also ensures that communities tap growth, education, employment, and create a socially and developing society in which children suffer less. More stringent laws and effective implementation is essential for long lasting social change. We must aim to educate and send more children to school, ensure the deprived ones enter into field of education. We must discourage people to employ children in home, shops, factories, or any other place hazardous for them. Children are our future and one of the most vulnerable sections of our society. The United Nations had planned to terminate child labor of all forms by 2025. Let us all join our hands together and ensure an end to child labor. Please join with me to fight the cause and make the childhood of children beautiful and healthy so that they can live a dignified life. Act now and end child labor. Thank you.